Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hi, grade 2. How are you today, girls? Today, inshallah, we will talk about environments. About what? Environments. Environments. But before this, we wanted to revise on the last lessons. Okay, grade 2. We live where? In the Middle East part of the earth. Countries in the Middle East part of the earth, they are what? Cold and rainy? No, they are hot and dry. So there aren't many different types of plants and animals in the Middle East. And these examples of animals and plants that found in the Middle East: camel, goat, lizard, snake, butterfly, locust, gerbil, moth, finch, date palm tree, olive tree, desert rose, French tamarisk, and Panarnava flower. Where do you want to live, here or here? You choose this. Why? Because the weather here is good, not hot, not cold, and there is water and there is shade. Living things are animals and plants. Animals and plants. What is the meaning of adaptation? Adaptation means what? The things that animals and plants do to stay alive. They do things to stay what? Alive. This is called what? Adaptation. Okay, the adaptation of plants in the hot and dry countries. Plants that adapted or try to stay alive to hot and dry weather have what? They have thin leaves like this or thick leaves like this. They have thick leaves. Why? To keep cool and to stop water escaping, to save water inside them, to keep water inside them, to stay alive. Why? Because the weather is hot and dry. There is no enough water. So how can these plants live? How can these plants live, you girls? By keeping water inside them. After that, we talked about the animals' adaptation in the hot and dry countries. Animals and plants that live in hot and dry countries in the Middle East. They live how? By keeping what? Keeping hot? No, by keeping cool and saving water and keep water inside their bodies. Keep water or save water inside their bodies to stay alive in the hot and dry countries. Here we have elephant and camel. Elephant and camel have what? They have what on their bodies? They have thick skin. Thick skin. Thick skin. Why? To protect them from the sun, to keep them away from the sun, to stay alive, to can save water inside their bodies. Here we have lizard, gerbil, and snake. How can they adapt to the hot and dry places? How can they stay alive in the desert places? How, you girls? They hide. Hide where? They live in burrows. This is called what? Burrows. Like this snake here. The snake here were in burrows. Or they hide under rocks like this gerbil here. So they stay during the day, during the Sunday, in the burrows or under rocks. Why? To keep cool and save water. Why again? To keep cool and save water. And we talk about bat and moth. Bat and moth. They also live in hot and dry countries. How can they live in these places? How? They hide in burrows like snake? No. They have thick skin like elephant? No. So how can they live? They only come out at night. They sleep all the day and come out only at night. Okay, girls, today inshallah we'll talk about thing called what? Environment. Called what? Environment. What is the meaning of environment? It's the place and the climate that the plants and the animals live. Where do you live now? Where do you live now? Where do we live here, girls? We live where? In hot and dry countries. We live in Abha. We live here in Abha. Abha has what? Has mountains. mountains like this, right? And the weather in Abha is very good. It's rainy in summer and cold in winter. Rainy in summer, rainy and hot in summer, and cold in winter. So what is the meaning of environment? Environment means the place. Place means land or place, and the climate where plants and animals live. Plants and animals live in many different environments. For example, here, can you see this fish and this coral reefs? They live where? Where, you girls? In desert? No, they live in the sea, under the sea. So the sea is an environment. What is the meaning of environment? It's the place or land. And the climate means what? Weather. Climate means what? Weather. Climate means weather. Weather means what? Like hot weather, cold weather, dry weather, warm weather, rainy, sunny. Do you know the meaning of climate now? Climate means weather. So we will write weather here. What is the environment? Environment is land or place. And the climate, where plants and animals live. So do we have only one environment in our life? No, we have many different environments. We will take these examples only today about the environments. Here, this is sea, desert, and this environment called mountains. So what is the environment? Is the land. Land means what? Place. And the climate means what? Weather. Where plants and animals live. Or we can say that the environment is the place that the plants and the animals live in it. Climate means what? Weather. If there is more water in any environment, if there is more water, so there will be more plants and the animals. Here in the sea, there is more water. Yes, more and more water. So there will be many animals and plants. But here in desert, there is more water or less water? More or less? Less water. So there will be more animals and plants here? No, there will be few animals and plants, not more. Here in the mountains, there is more water here? No, so there will be less animals and plants. So if there is more water in any environment, so there will be more plants and animals. So again, environment is what? The land and the climate where plants and the animals live. The place that the animals and the plants live in it. Any place, maybe sea, maybe desert, maybe mountains, maybe any place. Okay, girls? Climate means what? Weather. If there is more water in an environment, in any environment, so there will be more what? Plants and animals. What will we write here? Sea, desert, mountains. They are examples of environment. Okay, what is your homework now? To draw any environment you love. Any environment. Not only one of these. Any environment you know it, you can draw it. And write these words 4 times. Write environment and climate 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, girls, if you can't understand any point, please send me a message. Thank you. Bye-bye.